So the panchakarma is a very involved process of what we would call purification or shodhana chikitsa. And so the whole purpose of this is to rid the body of the doshas. So there's vata, pitta, and kapha, right? And those are actually the physiological forces that govern the body. However, doshas are also what we would consider as flaws or faults. And so when things go out of balance, that means that you have excess doshas. It's never really that you have like a deficiency of vata or deficiency of pitta. We always look at it as like you have too much kapha, too much of this. So that's one part of it, is that you're trying to expel the doshas from the system. And then the other part is to get rid of the toxins. And so the toxins are called ama. And ama is formed due to poor digestion. And so like as you live your life, and if you don't deal with the ama, it tends to lodge itself deeper into the tissues. And so it gets into places where it's very hard to expel. So what panchakarma does is that it's a very involved process where like the first portion is to mobilize the dosha. So wherever that might be, we use like the abhyanga and the shirodhara and everything to mobilize the doshas and bring them back to the alimentary tract. So once they're there, then they become much more easy to expel. So that's when we do the main panchakarma. Panchakarma means like 5 actions. And so those actions, according to the classical text, are vamana, which is a vomiting therapy, virechana, which is the purgation, like downward purgation, and then we have the bastis or enemas. We have nasya therapy, which is intaking medication through the nostrils. And then we have rakta mokshana, which is bloodletting. So those 5 actions are the ones that expel the doshas from the system as well as the toxins. And then after that is a process to reintegrate the body and reintroduce like normal foods and like strengthen the body, because by definition, you are purifying it, which means that not only you're expelling doshas, but you're kind of weakening the body at the same time, because like to clean something out, you need to also get rid of a lot of stuff. And so like during that time period, you do become weakened. So at the end of it, you have to make sure that for you to correctly reintegrate back into normal life, that you build it up, your body up slowly and gently. And so then the whole panchakarma procedure is complete.
So in short, it's getting out the bad stuff first and then replenishing that with the good stuff.
Yes, and from there, it's pretty much your responsibility to continue feeding your body the good stuff, right? So not going back to late night snacking habits, or like staying up and like going out to party, et cetera, et cetera. Like once you have gotten rid of all this, you want to be able to maintain that status for as long as possible.
And with the bloodletting, have you found it's harder to do some things that they can't do in India? Because in India, they'll actually use leeches for that part, right?
Yeah. So the practice of Ayurveda in its entirety is quite difficult in the States, and so you won't get bloodletting here. Even basti treatments, you're not really going to find someone who's going to implement it for you. They'll usually make the bastis and then they'll send them home with you, and you have to do them yourself.